A lot of people, when they think about bohemian decor, conjure an image of a bright, airy space covered in plants with pristine white walls and pops of southwestern patterns. An overall very clean, breezy, well-coordinated, and well-curated room that gently whispers, "I am boho." Now, I'm not knocking it. I actually love that kind of boho. I think it's gorgeous. But there's an entirely different kind of boho out there that you should know about. It's dark boho, and in this video, I'm going to talk all about what dark boho decor is, how to find inspiration for it, and how to do it in your space. And if you're new to my channel, my name is Steffi, and I'm the creator of the interior style blog, Moda Misfit, as well as the online course, Small Apartment Styling School, and you're watching Living Pretty, the place for apartment styling tips. And keep in mind, this video is part 2 of my dark decor series, so if you haven't already, make sure you watch part 1, which is all about dark decor as a whole. I will link to it in the description below. So, what is dark boho decor? First of all, there are lots of ways to do it. There is definitely no exact formula. In fact, in last week's video, part 1 of this series, I talked all about the fact that dark decor is all about freedom. Freedom of expression, freedom from any set rule book, and the freedom to express whatever little dark shadows might be inside you. But I'm going to give you an idea of what typically constitutes dark boho decor. Dark boho decor will typically marry a dark color palette with an eclectic mix of patterns, textures, and layers. It should feel sumptuous and even indulgent in a good way. And you can also think of dark boho decor as boho, but with a little bit of a dark edge. But really, the #1 rule when it comes to dark decor is that there are no rules. Remember, it's all about freedom. So now let's talk about how to find visual inspiration for dark boho decor. So first of all, there is, of course, the tried and true, old faithful Pinterest. Like right now, I'm gonna search dark boho decor in Pinterest and I'll show you what comes up and expand on the pictures that really embody dark boho decor for me. And then in addition to Pinterest, there's the other old faithful, which is Instagram. There are some amazing dark boho decor Instagram accounts out there, and I'm gonna walk you through some of my favorites right now. Now let's talk about how to make dark boho happen in your very own apartment. I'm going to walk you through step by step how I would start shopping for my apartment if I were going for the dark boho vibe, which I pretty much actually did in my space. It's a pretty dark boho style place. But if I were starting with a completely blank apartment with no current furniture or decor, here's what I would do. First, I would get organized. I think one of the big things that stops us in our tracks when we are shopping for decor is the sheer overwhelm and number of options and how difficult it is to keep track of everything. Honestly, the shopping process can be so intimidating that I think it stops a lot of us in our tracks and keeps us from decorating our apartments at all. If I were shopping for dark decor, I would start with my Living Pretty organizer. It's a brand new tool that I recently created that you can grab for yourself today. I will link to it below. So here's how I would use my Living Pretty organizer if I were shopping for myself. So this is the Living Pretty organizer, which is basically a done-for-you, plug-and-play shopping list template. It makes it so you can keep track of photos and links to items you're thinking about buying so you don't lose track of anything while also keeping you visually inspired as you shop. It's like your own little personal shopping assistant. So for this video, I'm going to create a dark decor living room. So I'll be filling in this living room column with various pieces of decor as if I were creating a brand new dark boho living room for myself. So let me show you how this works. Let's say I'm shopping for a couch. I found this lovely emerald Chesterfield, which would make a really nice dramatic impact on a dark decor room. So I simply take a screenshot of it by hitting Command-Shift-4 on my keyboard and it appears on my desktop. Then I drag it over to the sofa option 1 card and that saves the photo in this slot. Then I copy-paste the link, jot down any notes if I have any, which comes in handy if you have a roommate or significant other who you're decorating with. You can communicate with each other through this. And then you have your first living room piece saved to the Living Pretty organizer. That's all there is to it. So I went ahead and repeated this process for the rest of the cards in the living room column, and this is what I ended up with. And this way, if I were really shopping for my living room, I'd have everything saved here. Photos, links, notes, everything is right here, all nice and organized in a pretty little package. I don't know about you, but my little type A heart loves this shit. So if this looks helpful to you and seems like it'd be a good fit for how your brain operates, remember the link to grab the Living Pretty organizer is in the description. I really think it'll help you out in your shopping process. So after using my Living Pretty organizer as basically my shopping assistant to help me track everything that I'm finding while I'm shopping, then I would make a mood board. So basically, I like to think of it as using the Living Pretty organizer to use while you're shopping to keep track of everything and stay organized. And then once you've really narrowed down the things that you really think you might want to get, then you'll move those over to a mood board so that you can really start envisioning how things will look together in your space. I've mentioned this in a video in the past, but it bears repeating here because it just shows the power of mood boards. But basically, my small apartment styling school student, Ella, after she took the lesson in the course that is all about creating mood boards, she made this mood board to help her envision how the things she wanted to buy would look in her space. And then the result was she actually created this look in her space. Creating a mood board first and then translating it into the space allowed Ella to not only envision how things might look together, but it made it so that she wouldn't waste money on things that ended up not really fitting together, which how many times have we done that? Where we buy something and we think it's gonna look amazing in our space, but we see it in person and it's just kind of a disappointment. That really sucks. So if I were shopping for dark boho decor right now, here's what it would look like if I were to create a mood board for that. Okay, now if you've watched my mood board tutorial video, which I'll link to below, you know that I love using Canva to create mood boards. So what I'd do is I'd look at my Living Pretty organizer and start choosing the furniture and decor I'm leaning towards buying. And I'd simply drag the photos I've saved in the living room column into Canva and start playing. So, of course, I'm not going to make you watch me spend like an hour or so creating this mood board, so I'm going to do a little speed through of what this would look like. You'll get a sense of how this can come together from Living Pretty organizer to mood board and help you visualize how things might look together and choose which pieces you actually want to buy. I'm basically full-on styling a living room over here, no big deal. And voila! I now have a dark boho decor mood board. I just made some final tweaks to the layout and I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. By the way, don't put pressure on yourself to do this as quickly as I did for this video. I threw this together in about an hour and you'll undoubtedly put a lot more thought into your styling than this. And that takes time. So remember, no need to rush this process. So those were my tips and thoughts on dark boho decor, what it is, how to find inspiration for it, and how to make it happen in your space. Let me know in the comments below, do you think you would ever want to try dark boho decor? Are you already rocking it in your space? Let me know your thoughts. And a quick announcement, my online course, Small Apartment Styling School, will be reopening for enrollment next month, the second week of November. And if you're interested in enrolling, I highly recommend you join the waitlist, which I will link to below. By joining the waitlist, you'll be among the first to hear when enrollment is open, and you'll get access to early bird pricing. So if you've been thinking about joining Small Apartment Styling School, definitely join the waitlist. For daily glimpses into my dark boho studio life, follow me on Instagram at moda.misfit. And for regular doses of small apartment styling tips, be sure to subscribe to this channel and hit the bell to be notified when a new video goes up every week. And remember, your apartment is destined to be pretty, and you are pretty powerful.